treated. Apparently, that's not the case everywhere. Dr. Bismarck Ofori is busy. The GP has been working in a medical practice in Hanover for over a year. Since he arrived, significantly more patients with a migrant background have been coming here. Word has gotten out that they'll be well treated. Apparently, that's not the case everywhere. More than a quarter.
Hello, my beautiful African people. Today we are back again to talk about racism. Today we are looking at 5 top countries in Europe. 5 top racist countries in Europe. And some people might ask, why are we talking about racism all the time? We are talking about racism because in some extreme cases, racism is a matter of life and death, as we will find in this video. So if you keep watching, you'll find out why racism is a matter of life and death for black people or for Africans. And when we talk about, when I talk about racism, I'm talking about racism particularly to Africans and the black people in general. I'm not talking about racism against other groups. Because, other groups should, talk about their own experience. Because if I don't know their experience. I'm talking about the experience of my people and my own experience as well. But before we go ahead to talk about these 5 top racist countries in Europe, please subscribe to our YouTube channel and like our video. You help us, help this our voice, especially in the area of racism and its impact on our people had by many people. So thank you as you subscribe to our YouTube channel. So today I'm gonna give you these 5 top racist countries in Europe, and we're gonna talk about. I'm gonna give you some receipts as well, so that this is not just me talking about these countries. Not like I have any particular problems with those countries, but the problem I have is the problem of racism with those countries, as we're gonna find out. So we're gonna begin with the top of the list in terms of racism in Europe. We are starting at number 1 is Germany. I think some people might not be surprised when we say that Germany is at number 1 in Europe in racism because of their history, But as of today, Germans are the Germany, the number 1 racist country in Europe. And Germany have 83 million people or population, but the black people in Germany are less than 1%. And even as they are less than 1%, they bear the major, the major problem of racism in that country. As you will see in this video, I'm gonna play so that after the video, I'll come back to continue with the other racist country remaining, the 4 of them remaining. So, but watch this video clip. So you see why we say that racism is a matter of life and death. And you see how racism in Germany is a matter of life and death. And I'll come back to give you the rest of the countries.
Treated. Apparently, that's not the case everywhere. Dr. Bismarck Ofori is busy. The GP has been working in a medical practice in Hanover for over a year. Since he arrived, significantly more patients with a migrant background have been coming here. Word has gotten out that they'll be well treated. Apparently, that's not the case everywhere. More than a quarter of the German population has a migrant background, almost 24 million people. But is everyone treated the same in the German healthcare system?
Hello. How are you? I'm fine. Yeah? So.
In Emmanuel's case, the doctor was able to intervene after a clinic turned him away.
Actually, the doctor, he saved my life.
You are welcome every time. Yeah? Today we're gonna check again your kidney. Yeah?
A year ago, Dr. Ofori diagnosed Emmanuel with third-degree renal congestion. The condition can quickly become dangerous. He sent him to hospital for emergency surgery.
Here in that video, you see how black people have been denied access to medical treatment in Germany. That's why we say that racism is a matter of life and death, because somebody that deny you access to medical treatment want you to die, and this is the result of racism against the one that our people. But let's move ahead and go to the other nation. The number second, the second in the list is France. And some people might not be surprised, because while France made it in top 5, because you see even their history of colonization in Africa, and you will not be surprised that France is a racist country. And France have a population of 67 million people, and they estimate that black people in that country is between 3 to 5 million people, which is a big number compared to the black people in Germany, which means they have a sizable population of black people. I think they have the highest population of black people in Europe, second to Britain, I guess. You see, the last time about how the police in France, they said that institution as a whole, racist institution in France. And even the way they treat our people, the way they treated our people when they colonized some parts of Africa, you see that these people are racist. Not all of them, but some of them. And they made it at a second position. After Germany is France, at top of the list of racist country in Europe. So that when you go into France, you're gonna see lots of racism. in workplace, in hospital, everywhere, harass, you know, the police, those racist police can harass you, in France, when you're in France. So let's come back to, let's keep moving to number 3. Number 3 is Italy. The people don't talk much about, Italy and how racist they are, but if you live in Italy, you will know that this is a racist country, even if they deny it. And when you look at the population of Italy, 90% of them are Italians. They don't welcome foreigners or immigrants easily. And the percentage of black people in Italy is less than 1% of the population. So even as there are small population, they still bear the major problems of racism. And because those racist people, they can treat you like shit, like you are nothing. Anyway, in their own eyes, you are not a human beings because of your color. So Italy is at number 3. And number 4 is Belgium. And Belgium have a population of 59 million people in Belgium. I think 4% of them are Italians, and they have some Moroccans there, but they have less than 1% of black people in living in a population in Belgium. But if you watch their national team, football, soccer, their soccer national team, you will think that Belgium have like 40% of black population, but they are not. The black people are overrepresented in terms of sports in Europe, because these people, they want to win. They don't care how they win. So long as you win something, they don't care. But even as you are winning something for them, they will not treat you as as a human being. In some cases, So Belgium, with their history in Congo, they're one of the colonial, countries as well. Their forefathers went to Africa and did some terrible stuff over there. So at number 5, you might not be surprised, at number 5 is United Kingdom. And in United Kingdom, we only have 3 million black people living in United Kingdom, and the population is 67 million. But even as we are small, the black people in United Kingdom are at the bottom of anything you're gonna see. Any organization you're gonna go inside in Britain, you don't be surprised. It's always black people gonna be at the bottom, doing the most those works that those people, the indigenous people, will not do. In their health sector in Britain, other ethnic groups are overrepresented, because in the health sector, it's about taking care of those sick people. Even as the minority groups are overrepresented in the health sector. The majority of the patients there, those in the hospital getting treatment are not the minority. The minority is even, you don't see most of them in hospital. But those minorities, they bring them in to help, take care of the indigenous people. And even as they're doing so, because they want to earn money, these people, they still face racism, even when they are doing the lowest job in the country. But the only difference is that when you look at the Germans, in terms of healthcare, denying healthcare because of your minority is different. In Britain, in the UK, I don't think you see something like that happening. You go to hospital in London or anywhere, and someone will not treat you because of your color. You're not going to find it in the United Kingdom. Not because some people will not like to do that, but because of consequences. And the level of, the level of where they're at in terms of racism. Even though they pretend to take racism serious in the United Kingdom, but, sometimes you see, how, you see the last time when this Frank Hestas, the terrible statement he made about one of the MPs, black MPs in the United Kingdom, and he has not faced consequences. That's the way it is. So please, don't forget to like our video, comment, let me know if I'm mistaken, my rating is wrong, because, those races, sometimes they will come and say that is wrong, but I want you to know, I want the black people to respond and tell me if I'm mistaken. But even if I make this 5 top racist countries in Europe, I'm not exonerating the rest of the countries I haven't mentioned. It's just that I don't have enough statistics in those other countries that are not in this top 5 to make a judgment. This is the ones I have statistics, that's lead to this judgment. But I'm gonna do the top 5 racist country in the world, and maybe some of these countries might appear there. Thank you for watching. Please don't forget to like our videos, subscribe to our YouTube channel. I'm your Bratan, as the Russians calls me, Domuda. Peace.